Hey guys, welcome back to Kryptonite, because I believe that cryptocurrency is the kryptonite of our modern financial system, and I love it. Guys, we're going to jump right into the charts. Bitcoin tried to make a move while I was asleep, and I'll show you what that move was and what happened. I'm also going to show you some news as well as some charting for some other people I follow, so you can kind of see where Bitcoin's price is going potentially in the short term and then in the long term. And we'll get more into that as I show you that. So first off, let's jump right into my charting and we'll see what happened overnight. What did Bitcoin try to do while I was sleeping? So while I was sleeping, we tried once again to break, just like we broke here before. I posted on Twitter, hey, Bitcoin trying to make a breakout. Again, we didn't get a candle close above that descending support, descending resistance here. We went back into our ascending, sort of set more of a wedge triangle formation. And we tried one more time. We broke above that resistance, but again, we dropped back down and we finished within this symmetrical triangle. And we are continuing to respect this ascending trend line here going up. We are continuing to respect that. I do expect a bounce here from this level back up to about 46.5 again, once again, retesting this wedge line. And we're going to see, like I said, we should see a breakout here. I did say within the next day, and that didn't happen. Again, we tried and failed. But again, within the next couple days here, we are continuing to consolidate, and we should see a breakout at some point. Again, whenever there's a lot of consolidation period, this is when there's going to be a massive boom style breakout. We can even look at the Bollinger Bands and see that whenever things get squeezed like this, it makes a big jump eventually. So we'll just have to be patient and wait for that. Now, I do think there is a chance that we do see some continued downward momentum, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about here in just a second. One of my favorite people to follow, Lark Davis, highly recommend you follow him on Twitter. He does great videos and news, and I want to show you a couple things that he posted that I thought were pretty great when it comes to looking at the chart. So on the weekly chart, he posted here, we are getting a MACD cross on the weekly chart, which usually has meant a nice bullish move. But again, the weekly chart, that's a very long-term chart. So we could still see in the short term, this is a perfect example of what we're talking about here. In the short term, on the daily chart, we actually look like we might be headed down towards some of the lower levels, retesting around 40,000 before getting that weekly move that's higher, right? So again, this shorter time frame looking like most likely we're going to actually head down. Longer time frame, we're still looking very bullish. We're going to head up, and that is the power of time frames when it comes to technical analysis. You have to know if you're investing, then you don't really care about this at all. You're holding for 5-10 years. You don't care about this. If you're a trader, you're trading on a certain time frame, right? If you're a weekly trader, you're going to be holding that trade for a long time. If you're a daily trader, you're going to hold that trade a little bit less time, and so on and so forth. So I wanted to mention that. He also had some other news, which is awesome. About 1 in 5 people now own cryptocurrency in America. We've seen almost that double in the past. In this 2021 actually doubled the amount of crypto users in the US. So we're continuing to see mass adoption. And I just wanted to show you this fun little thing that's been going around Twitter, showing you the buying power of the dollar, how in 1998 you could get a full cart of groceries for about $20. Now we see that in 2021, that $20 is maybe getting you an item or two at most. If we look at Bitcoin, the buying power of Bitcoin from 2012 all the way to 2021, we see that in 2012, yeah, you can only get a few items, but now in 2021, you could literally buy a Tesla with that same Bitcoin. So this is what we're talking about when we're saying make sure you're investing in something that is increasing in value and not something that is decreasing in value. The US currency is decreasing in value. It halves its value every 9 years. So if you are making $20 an hour right now and you're saving all that money and you don't invest it, then in 9 years, you are only basically working for $10 an hour. So it's so important that you invest in something that's growing. Bitcoin can do that for you. As you can see, the growth potential from 2012 to 2021, much better than if you had your money in fiat US currency. So again, fiat is obviously, we need it to buy necessities, but hold most of your money in something that grows, not something that declines, which is fiat currency. Guys, so that has been your TA for the day. I do think that we are going to see some downward action to the lower 40s. And even on my charting here, as I was going through things, I noticed that it's possible we're actually more in a ascending channel as opposed to what we initially thought was a ascending triangle. And usually you do get a negative breakout out of an ascending channel, as well as it's looking like, let me show you my chart here. You can see I drew this new green line here showing, hey, this may actually be an ascending channel more than it is a ascending triangle, which means, guess what? We're probably going to come back down and retest the base of this, which would again take us around 42,000, which was exactly the target that Lark had on his TA. So I do kind of expect, that potentially to happen before, again, going up and getting to higher price targets. This is totally normal. This is what happens in markets, guys. Things cannot go up forever. They need to come back down. They need to retest previous support levels, and they need to shake out weak hands and get people out of leveraged positions that are, making stupid trades, right? So again, we'll see what happens here. If we do break out of this positive, I will still probably opt to put in a long, and hopefully we can get a break above the 200-day moving average. But if not, then again, we could see a breakdown to some of these lower 42,000 resistance levels before, again, looking to put in another long. So, guys, the market is crazy. I will continue to update you day to day on what I'm seeing, the new patterns I'm seeing, the new formations going on, and where we are headed. And guys, as always, make sure to, I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. Do your own research. Make sure you're an experienced trader and only trade when those signals are priming you and you get confirmation signals. I have not made a trade now in a while because I'm waiting for those confirmation signals to all be there before I feel confident putting in a long or a short. Make sure you're doing the same thing. Protect your, don't be making wild trades. I've learned from my mistakes, guys. Do not do that. Trade smart. Only, trade unemotionally as well. Guys, as always, save your money. Grow your money. Kryptonite out.